Welcome into the next day of Mindset Mastery. I am so thrilled that you are here. We're going to be going over something that Napoleon Hill said, who was my mentor's mentor, Bob Proctor's mentor. He really knew what he was talking about. He is the one who wrote Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't picked up that book yet, you probably ought to do so. Napoleon Hill knows what the heck he's talking about. He is a legend when it comes to this stuff. And I'm going to quote him today because it's that important for you to understand and to recall into memory all the things of what we're talking about this week with praxis, with the fusion of belief with behavior. This encompasses it really, really well. Napoleon, he's the man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Ring the bell so you're notified. Hit the like button and drop a comment if you want to collaborate. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so getting right into it. So good. Napoleon Hill says, there's a difference between wishing for something and being ready to receive it. You could believe all day long, just like we talked about yesterday, the belief will turn it into the fact, right? But if you aren't willing to receive it, that belief will never turn into a physical reality. But how do you receive it then? How do you prepare to receive it, right? Listen. Oh, it's so good. It gives me chills. No one's ready for the thing until they believe they can acquire it. So it's actually the exact same thing we talked about yesterday in different words. Until you believe you can acquire the thing that you're after, example, $800 in a day, $27,000 in a month, just like we've said on previous trainings, until you believe it so much that you can acquire it, that you're like, yep, that's mine. It's mine. It's not just a willy-nilly logic. Oh yeah, I can do that. It's where you actually internalize it. No one's ready for a thing until they believe they can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief and not mere hope or wish. You can't be hopeful. You can't be daydreaming. You have to actually believe it so much your body then shifts into that behavior, right? Praxis, fusion of belief with behavior. Then he goes on to say, open-mindedness is essential to belief. Closed minds will not accept the idea. They just won't. So let's say you are beyond the terror barrier. You recognize the fear that's coming up for yourself, for the goal that you want to attain. You get beyond the terror barrier, and then you immediately think, I don't have the resources. I don't have the resources. I don't see what I need to do to attain this thing. I recognize the fear. I recognize the anxiety. And now I'm over the terror barrier. And now what? I don't have the resources. You need to be, just like Napoleon is saying here, open-minded. Open-mindedness is essential to belief. It is the prerequisite to belief. You have to be open to receiving the resources as soon as you need them. Nothing appears until you need it. Nothing happens until this present moment. So if you're closed off to how you'll go receive the thing, for how you're going to go attain the goal that you have desired in your heart for however long, until you can be open to how that's going to come about, your belief will not shape into you acquiring it. Okay? So I want you to really internalize that. I want you to really understand what Napoleon Hill is saying here. You have to believe you can acquire it by being open to how it will be received, by being open to, I thought it was this lane to make $800 a day. And because I was so much in that belief, the 800 came from an unexpected resolve. Be okay with that. Don't be closed off. Don't think you don't have the resources. You do. They just appear in the present moment, in the moment you need them. So you got to have the faith and the trust that they will come when you need it, when the demand for it is there. Hope you found value from this video. We will see you on the next day with Grace, Kirsty.